All right, so the outstanding boxer getting back on the proving ground here tonight, and I know in his last fight he got a little bit sensitive because we talked so much about his hands. He's a layered mixed martial artist, but certainly boxing has been his foremost skill, at least thus far in the UFC.
What's his bread and butter? When he's doing his best work, it's behind the hands. It's behind the setups. And we as broadcasters have seen enough of the sport at the highest level and boxing to know that that is the path that he is showing. That is the path that he has chosen. His footwork, his speed, his feints, his setups, they are all boxing-centric. So we call him a boxer, and guess what? Take pride in that. You're one of the best in the UFC at using that skill.
His jab is great, but he has told us this week he believes that the knockout's going to come with that patented left hook. We'll find out here in a matter of moments. Well, a lot of fan anticipation for this one, and rightfully so. A really interesting matchup, and a lot of people focused on this kickboxer trying to make a real concerted run at UFC Gold.
Yeah, he's trying to make a run at a championship. We have seen him compete at the highest level in kickboxing and done very, very well. But how does he implement that fight style in the mixed martial arts? We're going to find out very soon if he can do everything he did there inside the UFC's octagon.
Certainly in our fighter meeting, he talked a lot about his wrestling and grappling improvements, but he knows what the fans want to see, and that is to see him striking against this opponent here tonight. The Iceman, Chuck Liddell, steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, two-time Rampage Jackson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, DC's been all over this great nation. Fortaleza right on the equator. Tonight, though, here in Rio de Janeiro. How's the flight, my man? You're holding up pretty well.
It's rough flying to Rio de Janeiro. It's far from California, but the moment I step foot in here, I know that I'm in for a great fight, and I'm also in for a great crowd. People that are very knowledgeable about the sport of mixed martial arts and very passionate.
All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots.
I'm not sure how he stayed up.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Oh, big elbow. He lands a switch knee. And look at him post on the opposite side to give himself the right distance to land these beautiful knees.
And that underhook helping him control that side of his opponent. Nicely done. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already in DC. I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook because off the left hook, you don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses. Knee to the body, got it up, but didn't get it to the target. Blocked there by Rampage Jackson. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Lands a big elbow there. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
And it looks as though he is going to allow the fighter to continue. So a nice pop from the crowd as that decision is made. He's got to go for it now, though.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely. And I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Oh, what a shot there. He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Oakley versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, perhaps mercifully, that is the end of the round, and Jackson's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Second round underway. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Liddell's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Big punch to the body.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
And now some separation.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive
Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though.
All right, so at this point, maybe the ringside physician will indeed call the fight. Referee bringing him in to look at that damage.
Got to save the athlete from themselves. Too much damage. Stop the fight, ref.
Yeah, that's good.
Stops it.
No surprise there. The ringside physician has called an end to the fight. You got to preserve the fighter to fight in the future, and that cut just too big for him to continue through. One final time to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
All right, well, UFC fans love